That's right. You're welcome back to another video on our Box Unbox series, where we bring to you an interesting product, a photography related product, a gadget, and explain to you in a quick, efficient fashion. In this video, we're going to talk about a 360-degree camera. Now, 360-degree photography is not very new. It's been around for a decent bit of time. And there are lots of cameras came and gone. Some are still there. But this particular brand of cameras, which was launched a couple of years back, and this one particular model especially, which was launched about 8-9 months back, really took the fancy of the 360-degree photographer. I'm talking about the Insta 360 1X. So we got this very recently, and we tried a little bit, put it back into the box so that we can unbox it for you here. But honestly, let me admit that we never thought that we will do a 360-degree camera review or unboxing in our channel, because to us, that's a little gadgety. But then we realized the popularity this particular product has, this particular genre of photography has, then we thought it's only appropriate that we present it to our audience. I'm sure you've seen it in other channels. Pixel Village would like to add it in our list of videos too. Here we are unboxing this in our brand new Box Unbox series of videos. Okay, so what is there in the box? Pretty well made box. That's a product itself. Is there anything else in it? Yes, of course. It's got a small carry case with a long strap. This has connect to your computer. So it's a cable. Connect to your phone. Another cable. And there are some literature. And you have the battery. And the battery is charged, of course, on the camera itself. And I was told that you can also get an external battery charger if you want to charge multiple batteries. Okay, so let me keep these aside and let me keep this camera in front of me. Very clean. It just stays very comfortably in your palm. Very well built. I can see a microphone here on top. And I can see a mount here in the bottom, and then there is a USB 2 connection, and of course there is a battery compartment on this side. And of course there is an on-off switch, a small dial, and there is lenses on either side, which are 280-degree lens put together gives you the 360. Now let me power it on. Long press the small button and it comes back on very comfortably. It communicates comfortably with any of your mobile devices, both iOS and Android. And you can shoot it without previewing it, meaning just start shooting on its own without seeing what you're shooting, because it's going to cover almost everything that is around you. But if you really want to see what you are shooting, of course, you can make use of the mobile device that you're carrying. The app is available in the App Store or the Play Store. It's called the Insta 360 1X app. It's made for the 1X. I have already paired it. Pairing it's very simple. Every device has its own predetermined password, which you can go into the menu and figure out. So obviously this is the front side. This is your on-off button. This is your function switch, and this is your LED readout screen, and of course there's the lens. So long press the on-off button and it lights up blue, and once it is ready, the status light will turn to green, and you will see a few information here. You have the battery status and the Wi-Fi status. To toggle through the menus, there are only two menus. Now it's an HDR, and if you press again, you get the setup menu. Press this button, it'll reveal you a whole lot of options. You can cycle through them using the on-off button. Select all your options. Once it is done, press done, and you are then ready to shoot. Go to HDR. HDR will actually help you to overcome almost all lighting conditions, because since you are shooting 360, well, you cannot really predict the light when you turn the camera around, or if you keep the camera like this, it can set only light in one condition. Technically, cameras will set the aperture, shutter speed, ISO combination to, let's say, only one light. But this little guy has to deal with light from all possible directions. Hence, the HDR facility helps, and it actually gives you a very even lighting throughout. So when you rotate, go through the 360-degree view, you actually don't see great overexposure or great underexposure. They all will be like pretty well exposed. Okay. To start shooting, of course, you press this once and the camera will go into a shoot mode. If it is paired with your phone, go to your software, switch on the Insta 360 1X app, turn it on. Now it is connected. Click on the camera symbol. So it uses something called flow state, which actually stabilizes the camera extremely well. This camera comes with a few accessories. Those accessories are very, very important because it really improves the efficiency of this camera. So the one that you must have is called the bullet time bundle. It comes like this, and what it has is something like a selfie stick. Okay, a small selfie stick, and with a mount option on the top. Mount this on, very easy, it gets mounted on top. Voila, you're ready to go. So if you're on a bike, you can do, you can hold this. Now, the interesting thing is the software will automatically eliminate this from your live footage. You don't have to do anything. This won't be visible at all. Let me shoot some live footage now. So I'm going to start recording. I can either shoot from here or shoot from app remotely. Now there are 4 options here on my screen. Okay. First one is an HDR, which allows you to take 18 megapixel still images, and the video, it shoots 5.7K videos, and of course you can go live on the 360 website, or you can go live on your any CDNs that you want to. So you're on video. Let me start the video recording. It'll give you a slight audible signal, which means it has started shooting, and you can actually see a small counter working, and it'll also tell you what's the resolution that you're shooting. Currently it is shooting a 4K at 30 FPS. It can shoot 5.7K at 24, and it also shoots at 3K. It can shoot 100 FPS. Okay, those resolutions can be set in the menu here or using the settings here. So let me now put this guy up. Let me see how it is looking here. And let me bring this to you near the camera. Let me see how the camera looks. So there you are. Doesn't matter if you're holding the camera this way or this way, because it's a 360. You can access the right orientation in the software in the post. So that's very interesting. So let me collapse this, and let me show you another accessory that comes with this bundle, and that is a small table tripod. Okay, now there you are. Just leave it in the middle of wherever you want. Use your app, start recording, and yes, you are now shooting. Now let me move around, and I can actually see all sides that I am recording. Wonderful. Once I am done, let me look down. So this is the bottom. They actually knocked off this. Of course, the legs will be visible, but this portion has got knocked off in the software. So let me stop the recording here. Another interesting way you can hold this, let me keep this guy down. So make sure that this lens doesn't get scratched, okay? It'll majorly affect the image quality. So whenever you're placing, don't let it, touch the ground. Make sure that it is placed properly in such a way that the lens is not touching anything. Now, you can mount it like this. So what I can do is very interesting, this one. I saw somebody, weddings especially, if you stand right in the middle of the, crowd. So let me record this. Okay, it started recording, and I'm going to I don't know what will come in this, but imagine if you're in the middle of a huge celebration like Holi, or a huge wedding, or a festival, or some interesting, too many things happening in one scene. If you go like this, because I saw some footage like that, it was very interesting. And stop, and when you play back, you'll be amazed by the kind of point of view that this guy can give you. Now, this is the basic kit that you will require to start doing work with a 360 camera. So without this, well, you can't really do any great work. But they also have a 3-meter selfie stick, a really long one. It's available in India. It's about 5,000 Indian rupees, if I remember right. If you buy that, of course, it extends the capability, or rather the possibility of using the 360. Because with that, almost like an angler, you can go with that and, go over kind of buildings. You can do a whole lot of things with a long 3-meter selfie stick if you mount this camera on the end of a 3-meter selfie stick. Those possibilities are amazing. By the way, the creativity that you can showcase with this 360 is only limited by your imagination. In the studio, we also have a 360 Insta dive case. So in case if you want to go underwater, though it looks pretty well built and almost weatherproof, but there are these USB connections and these holes here. They let the water in. They have an interesting product here, which is basically a dive case. It looks like an electric bulb. These are controls using which you can access these buttons. Very useful. I'm sure it's very useful. Of course, it also has the selfie stick mount available, which means you have an ability to go 3 meters underwater without even wetting your hands, So that's the kind of possibility this camera extends to you. Of course, you have to keep the case very clear, so they give you an anti-static cleaning cloth. Perfect. So let me keep this aside. It's as simple as that. Switch the device on, download the app, pair it, start shooting. Whatever that you see on the screen, you will get all that. A selectable 5.7K, 4K and a 3K at variable different frame rates. And also you can shoot an HDR stills too. Of course, the video is also shot in HDR. Very easy. Once it is shot, it's all shot in a micro SD card inside. Once it is shot, transfer it in onto your phone. Everything is in a phone or in your mobile device. Transfer the data. You can edit it using their own app, editing app, and instantly share it with the 360 community. If you want to edit this footage on or your desktop, of course, you can download Insta 360 Studio 2019. It's a 360 editing software. It's a standalone software, or you can export that footage into your Adobe Premiere Pro or FCP and edit it. Pick any angle, use it as a 360 VR video or a regular 16:9 video. You can choose the angle because there is so much of resolution available. You can pick the angle that you like, which suits the video, and create incredible digital video content. Another interesting feature is that it also picks up stereo sound. So you don't really feel that, the audio is coming from a wrong direction. Okay, so the sound also get reoriented according to the angle that you're going to pick. So that's a very interesting, very clever, option that is available in the camera. I think we spoke a little more than what is expected to be spoken in our box unbox series. This camera is now available in India. Prices are comparable to international prices. The interesting thing is that you will also get warranty. So who's this for? I think it's for everyone because it's designed so well and the workflow is so idiot-proof. Almost anyone can use it. A family on holiday will really love the footage that comes out of it. The interesting thing is you can also take still images with it. That's one set of target audience. The second one is the adrenaline junkie who doesn't want to carry any serious kit with them. Just want a cyclist, for example. Just mount this on the handle. It's got this amazing stabilization available, which is far superior to all other action cameras. It'll give you amazing stabilized footage. You can choose which angle that you want to use. You want to use the road ahead or you want to shoot the rider. It's available from one camera. Long distance bike riders want to record the story, of the journey. Perfect. Great audio. Editing is seamless. You can instantly share with your community. So that's one. So basically almost everyone can have this. Even a photographer can have something like this in their bag so that they can shoot all their behind the scene videos using just one camera like this. Real estate developers, restaurant owners, resorts who wants to showcase their property to the world, well then now this is a perfect device for them. All they have to do is to take one 360 shot at the vantage point or the most interesting point of their property, load this onto your website and well, everyone can actually go and take a virtual tour of your property. The net takeout is that this is an extremely versatile camera which the usage is only limited by the imagination of the user. We'll be back soon with another box unbox video. Bye for now.